this movie because you don't fully trust superheroes, I think, right? Why is that?
That's a funny question, but I recognize a pattern in which, there's a lot of family movies about superheroes, and with them are, the second someone gets a superpower, they also learn how to only use that power for good, and great. In that universe, that's great for everyone, but unfortunately, that's not true in the Brightburn universe, and I thought it would be really fun to see what happens if someone turns those powers on us.
You worked with many Gunns in this movie, and I mean James Gunn, Brian Gunn, Mark Gunn. How was the process? Like, where did it all start?
Sure. Well, James and I have been longtime friends. He's been a mentor of mine. We've wanted to make a movie together for a very long time. Brian and Mark had this script that they were working on that I read and was like, this is the movie, like, we need to make this. And so, James and I and the two of them got together in a room and we started, bashing out ideas and working on the draft that we would ultimately shoot. But it was really a family coming together and making a movie.
I would love to talk about the costumes. I heard that your wife helped you.
That's true.
And where did the idea for the mask come from? Like the costume for the main character?
Yeah. Well, my wife is a costume designer. I've worked with her for something like 12 years now. She's only been my wife for 1 year, but I've worked with her on a number of projects. And when we first started working on this project, I told her that I wanted her to make just the definitive superhero horror icon. And I wanted it to be able to live with a Freddy and a Jason and a Michael Myers and just be, just this iconic image. And so she went to work and started developing these things. And what we wanted to do was lean into the idea of, a boy in his blanket. Because, growing up as a boy, you just throw a blanket on and suddenly you're a superhero. And I wanted to turn that into something really scary. And I think she did an incredible job. And I also think that's evidenced by the fact that, coming out here to Mexico has been a dream come true. And going around and seeing, her work on these billboards everywhere and on the sides of buses and stuff, it's like, it's unbelievable, but also a testament to what a good job she did. And so I'm very proud of her about that.
And what about the title?
We explored a whole bunch of different names, but there was something about Brightburn that it was sticky. It just like, it just got in your head. And I love the Cloverfield movies, and you think of Cloverfield and now it's not a movie, it's like this universe and it's always surprising you and changing its shape and stuff. And I always wanted this movie to be a universe that surprises you and twists things up. And so calling it Brightburn, to me, opened the possibilities and your way of thinking about what this all is.
If you could choose some characters that are good and you could like make a movie about them but like showing them as villains, what would you choose?
Well, this universe, we live in a time in which it can grow in so many like weird and cool ways, and I think what's going to be fun about it is surprising people and catching them off guard. So I don't want to speculate too much on what I would do in the future, because there's a good chance that you will see what I will do in the future. I think it's a fun world, superhero and horror. And making it scary and making a movie that you can watch in a theater with people that's fun and you can hear the audience gasp and get scared together. But still be a superhero movie, I think is a fun movie to, and opens up a world of possibility.
I want to see more projects like from you.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. I hope you get to see more projects from me.